everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. As always, we're in a rush. As always, there is laundry out, but we are having a good day. We're spending some time together this week with a specific focus. I keep trying to do these vlogs where it's just like a general week in the life, but I have a specific focus. I've done a food one, I've done a recruitment one, and this one was actually requested by someone in our team, has requested a husband and wife vlog, which I'm really excited about because I always think that James and I spend less time together than people think we do. That's going to prove me wrong because we're spending the day together today, but we're normally passing ships in the night and we'll get 2 minutes together at the end of the day and then we'll start talking as if it's a board meeting. So we're going to the office because we've got a new member of staff. So let's go. As usual, James is running late.
I'm never late.
To meetings that he forgot he has.
I'm always on time.
While his phone is dying. How much percentage has your phone got? Because I put it on charge this morning.
20. That's loads. I just live close to the line, that's all.
I saw a reel the other day that was someone sat waiting for it to be late so I can rush. Like just scrolling on their phone and then it gets late and they're like, fuck, I need to go.
Someone's accounts are overdue, that's not my fault. If he's 10 months behind, he won't mind me.
You're 2 minutes late.
Won't mind me. I'm actually 2 minutes late, but he's not here, so therefore I am on time as far as he's concerned. You can't do it from there, you've got to do it from here. Chuck it here.
Oh, I thought you could.
No, it's down here, I think.
We are allowed to quit it.
I'm not late.
How many years did I know you before you asked me to be your girlfriend? Late. Years. Years!
How long?
3 years? 4 years?
Who liked who first?
We were both in love with each other.
Oh.
What's your client not turned up?
It's 8 in the morning though, like.
Who books a meeting?
It was my idea to do it. I'm like that. The first thing in the morning or just after lunch, I miss meetings sometimes, so I'm not.
Did you hear of Becky yesterday?
Yeah.
She good?
Yeah, she's fine. She just said change my name from Rebecca to Becky, which is funny because Nick put it as Becky and I told her to put it as Rebecca. And then she asked some questions about SSP.
So we have had a morning in the office. I've just come back for some lunch and to put the slow cooker on, and James has gone to the gym. Let me set you down, I can tell you about what just happened. So, I've just put a fleece on because it's quite cold. A big part of my job is press and PR. I do lots of TV, radio, working with like BBC, ITV, and just major news outlets to translate complex stories into things that people can understand. And I had a call this morning from ITV. So I've just been trying to arrange the briefing call and filming for that tomorrow. They want to do a whole news segment on... What are you doing? Can you get down, please? Get down. I don't know why I just did that. Probably because he wants something. Yeah, so had a call from ITV. They are covering some of the like side hustle tax story tomorrow with all of the Vinted and eBay rules. So they want me to do that. That is a future Rachel problem. I've got about 17 things, actual work things that I need to do before I even think about that, but it's good timing because Tasha, one of our employees, is a qualified hairdresser and she is just incredible. She's done my hair for the last 4 years. She's worked for us for 4 years. She's our longest standing member of staff and she's done my hair for 4 years. And I love it. Like, obviously we pay our team really well. The benefits package is brilliant. And she just does it because she loves doing it. So she's just got this portfolio of clients that she charges good fees from, makes good money. We do a self-assessment for her each year and it's really nice. So very randomly, she is coming to do my hair tonight, which is good because then I'll have nice hair for the filming tomorrow. I've done bits of live TV before normally, and if like in studio you get your hair and makeup done, but they actually found some of my content and they were like, where do you film the pink stuff? Can we come and see that? And I was like, yeah, sure. So they're gonna come here to film tomorrow for either tomorrow's 6 o'clock news or lunchtime news, not sure. So we'll just have to be flexible on that. James has gone to the gym, he's got a PT. I couldn't go to the gym because I have got back-to-back meetings, but I do now have a slot. Slow cooker is on, I've eaten my lunch, and so I'm gonna take Blue for a WALK. But I need to get changed into some scruffy clothes before I do that. Yeah, this wasn't where I saw this vlog going, but now you'll see how chaotic mine and James's life is. You will start to see that I will be prepping for a live interview while Tasha does my hair tonight. And I've cooked dinner for the team, so some of the team are coming over after work tonight to chill together, so. Life is crazy. And again, I'm new to the PA life as well, so it was actually really nice to be able to just be like, yes, I can do tomorrow, and be like, right, my PA's job first thing tomorrow morning is to move my schedule around so I can do this filming. Oh, I also need to work out what to wear. That brain ain't braining. I feel like sometimes my brain is in like actual job work mode and then like PR press mode, and it's not in PR press mode. I want to wear comfy clothes today, so I'm gonna just get all of the work done that I need to get done, and then I'll have to think about the ITV news segment later on today or tomorrow morning. So let's take Blue out for a walk.
I can have a puppy like Blue. I wouldn't mind. Like, yeah, I would like to have a dog.
Remember Blue's a puppy?
I cried to James once and said, take him back.
Was he really bad?
It's called Puppy Blues.
It was the worst time of my whole life.
The puppies are really depressing. They're just
Eat everything, buy everything.
Yeah.
But he used to bite, like, and it felt like he was
Yeah.
like aggressive. And he obviously never wanted, it was his teeth.
Yeah.
His teeth just hurt. Good morning. So the press and TV work starts here. I am a few weeks into having a PA, and when I tell you the mental load of just like the lack of mental load of being able to just say yes to this stuff and be like, Stacey, please help me. Please help me move my calendar around, because it's one of those days where like everything can be moved. I've got an interview, but James can do the interview. Everything can be moved, but normally the admin burden of like moving that stuff and getting it done lies on me. And also, one of the best bits about having a PA is that I feel one step removed from stuff as well. So if I'm like, oh, can we move this or can we do that? It just gets done. I don't have to be like, oh, I'm really sorry, like, and like almost burden the weight of it as well. So this morning has been a bit of a series of unfortunate events. It is 7:30. And we get up at 6 for the gym, or got up at 6 for the gym. James forgot to set his alarm. Neither of our phones charged overnight. My alarm did with its last percent of battery on my Whoop. The alarm went off at 6. I was really tired and so fell back asleep. So at like 6:15, I was like, where am I? And actually got up. And when I tell you, I never sleep through my alarm. Got up at 6:15, and then we were both running around the house. Like, James had his breakfast. I normally don't eat before I go to the gym, which is why I'm having something now. Running around the house, and then we get in the car, and James, yesterday, had left 6 miles of fuel in the car. And so we're literally in the car like, what? And our petrol station that's like less than a mile away from our house doesn't open till 7, and that's when his PT session was. And so we did not go to the gym. But we've rushed around, had all the stress of going to the gym with none of the benefits. I'm currently in my gym gear, sat eating breakfast. It is a rather delightful looking breakfast, if I say so myself. And now I'm just gonna mush it all up because it looks nice, and then I mush it all up, obviously. But yeah, today's gonna be a big day, and it's an interesting one actually to do, especially when we're vlogging about being life partners and business partners, because I feel like for two people who work together, live together, do all this stuff together, we actually really have to prioritize like very close connection time with each other, because everything seems to accidentally turn into a board meeting where we're just making big decisions. I'd say today probably falls on the other side of the spectrum of one of the biggest pros of doing this stuff together is that when I have a cool big day at work, James gets to like be a part of it too. So today the film crew are coming here at lunchtime to do the filming. And normally if James had a job, or this was just my job and James was at work, James would just come home and I would tell him about it, but he's gone to the office to work for this morning, and he'll get to just like come and be here and just be around and be on hand, and I feel like that sort of stuff is really fun, really fun. But as you can see, Tasha gave my hair a little freshen up last night, very blonde. It's still very long actually. She cut She did a really nice trim and it's still quite long, which I feel very happy about. I hate it when they cut your hair and you're like, I feel like I've lost my superpower. So yeah, Tasha did my hair. Had such a nice time just yapping away with her, Nivy and James. Yeah, we had dinner and we're just chatting and Tasha was doing my hair and we played some board games and yeah, just so fun. So I'm gonna inhale my breakfast, get on my laptop, start work. I've got a whole block of work this morning. It's 7:30, so I can do from 7:30 till 12, looking like this, hoodie on, head down, and then the film crew are coming at 1:30, so I'll just give myself like half an hour to get ready, probably cry about what I'm gonna wear, and then it'll be fun. So let's go. Okay, so it's 11:20. I think I'm gonna run through some approvals that I've got before I have some lunch, and then before the interview I'm just gonna come in and like wipe all of the surfaces down, because you know those HD cameras pick up dust. Yeah, just gonna have a wipe of everything, maybe a little hoover as well. Another application for a different job. This is for an administrator. We're getting some really good applicants for jobs at the minute. Yeah, which is really cool because we've recently made quite a big change to the way that people can apply for jobs through the website, and it is brilliant. It's done so much. You know, when you do things that are like grown up in business and you think, oh yeah, fine, we'll do it. And then it makes a massive difference and you're like, why did I not do it before? I basically shifted over, the team, shifted over applications from just being like a Google form waiting list to being our actual website, which is great for SEO. Like so many people search for jobs not on job sites like Indeed. Like we don't advertise on Indeed, but lots of people search for jobs online, which I think Google Forms just don't pick up very well. Yeah, so lots of applicants on there. Just random bit of information that I wish someone told me ages ago. I mean, I know it's probably obvious to lots of people, but it was one of those things that I just did a Google form because it was free and easy, and then now I'm like, oh, why didn't I do the website ages ago? So I'm going to pause for lunch in a minute, but I've got my daily approvals with my PA. So we use there's so many. We use a board for approvals where she will go away and organise things, and then I have to approve them. So I'll just talk you through some of the ones that I've got. So can you look at an email that I flagged in my inbox? A consulting client of mine needs to reschedule next week's meeting. Trying to fit in with her availability is becoming a logistical nightmare. I'd like to see where you put her with availability. Oh, that's really interesting. So my PA's relatively new and she's just saying, like, given the availability that's been given, where would you slot this person so that I can learn from it? Then we've got someone inquired with me on LinkedIn to do a speaking gig, and I said, yeah, just put my PA an email, and she's just saying, like, I can tell that you've obviously spoken to him and told him to email me, is this free, is this paid, which playbook do you want me to follow, because we have different workflows for different speaking gigs. And then she's just asking for clarification on a task. So those are like deep questions, and then we have another section which are quick tick approvals, and what we've got in here is, are you happy with this day and time for this meeting, and what time do you want to do this speaking? And then she's also, I've got an event in my diary. She has looked at travel and has basically been like, you can either drive or get the train, here's the routes, which one do you want to do? So chef's kiss from me. So just gonna get my head down and do these approvals for probably 10 minutes. Again, cue another video incoming about working with a PA, because I'm enjoying it a lot. And we've built like so many like playbooks on what to do, how to do it, how my life runs. So let's get stuck in. So when we're doing approvals, Stacey leaves her notes and then I just leave my notes in a different colour. It's really nothing crazy. Like when I've heard people working with PAs and like doing approvals and stuff, yeah, I've always been like, oh my god, is it something really fancy? Like, what's the software? And it's literally just notes back and forward. just realised that I am going to have to explain to an ITV news crew why I've still got my Christmas decorations up. And James is not here to defend himself or back me up, so they're definitely just going to think that I am a crazy person. So I'm ready. You might not be able to tell that I'm ready because I'm wearing a fleece that looks like my pyjamas, and my makeup looks exactly the same as it literally looks every single day because I only have one look and it's done. Like, I just don't have the ability to do my makeup in any other way other than the one. Sorry, I thought I had like pink here, which it looks like I do, but it's this light. You can see it in my hair now. Yeah, I just don't have the ability to like do my makeup in any other way other than just done. Like, there's no light or like glam. It's just on or off. Yeah, we are good to go. I'm gonna set my camera up to film and then I might try and like vlog as well. But yeah, it's a good topic. It's a topic that I know very well, have like made lots of content about. And I was talking to someone the other day about CPD. So when you're an accountant, you have to do continuous professional development. And every single year you have to be able to prove that you do CPD. And I was saying to James that like there is no other job in the accounting industry that means that you have to do as much CPD as me. Like, to be able to continuously make content on things that you have to fact check, you have to know are up to date. When I do like the budget response videos, I do so much research. Like when I did this morning last year, this was like hours of research turned into a couple of bullet points. And even with this stuff, like I just have to know that all of the information that I'm saying is like up to date, accurate and correct, and be confident enough to put my face on national television and talk about it. So CPD. All right, let's go. Mess up your shot now.
We do that perfectly well ourselves.
Yeah.
An intriguing story. I feel I want to be asking more questions about that than
Oh,
the accountancy changes.
What, eloping?
Eloping's a cheap option, I know.
Oh, brilliant.
Yeah. What did your friends and family say when they realised that this had happened? Weren't they offended?
Wait, sorry, a little more to your right for me, please. That's great, thank you.
Weren't they offended that you'd done it all?
Well, I'm a twin, so my sales pitch to my parents was, you can do it with her, don't worry.
Well, how did she feel about it?
Yeah, she was fine.
To each his or her
Just
own.
one little thing. I'm seeing that frame of photos behind Chris. Is that okay with you?
Who
Yeah,
are
yeah.
these people? Will they be shocked to
I
see
mean, it's
themselves?
sort of slightly out of
Just move
focus.
Move it out of the way.
Rather than having to alert them all, you might be on telly.
Just me and James.
Is it just you lot? If you're happy with it, and he's happy
Yeah.
with it, are you happy
That's
with
it,
it?
yeah,
it's
I
good.
think so.
You've got to be careful. It can sometimes be extraordinary photographs I found in the back of shots. You're not careful.
Bet, yeah.
I could tell you. Yeah, I'm going to
What's
ask
your
you a question. If you just start to reply, because then the back of your head doesn't oddly enough does start to move, but we'll obviously cut to what you
Okay, Chris, I'm rolling.
Okay, now what we're asking, so it's the top tips really. What should people know? Because some people are worried about all this, aren't they?
Yeah, for sure. So I definitely say that my first top tip.
If you cross that threshold, does it mean... Excellent, thank you. Set up shots?
Yeah.
Or, shall we do the Q&A? Because then I can dash off and you can do the setup shots.
Yeah.
If I get an Uber.
Yeah.
How are we doing on time? Yeah, I need to get going, don't I?
What you got on next?
Getting back so I can edit that.
I mean, the setup's won't take long. It's just a few shots of looking at the screen.
Let's go and then do them. While they're on
Do you want
site.
me to move? I can help.
No, do you want to, if you put that in your pocket, because we'll need that
We'll
shortly
need
for the
that.
Q&A. I'm just going to get a few shots of you. Can we get... Which
You want
sites do
vintage
you want?
I think you can get Vinted on one and another one, but not eBay.
Yeah.
Now, do you know about Facebook Marketplace being exempted?
Yes, so Facebook Marketplace isn't. You don't have to do it on Facebook Marketplace.
Why?
I'm not sure why.
No,
Because they're no different.
She said because the traders
Because they said the traders
the
are...
platform.
Yeah, she
Yeah,
did.
because very often you'll sell it on Marketplace, but someone will turn up with cat. Like they're not
Oh, yeah.
collecting the money.
Like Gumtree, I guess.
But I've
So,
seen...
Because someone could turn up and be like, oh, no, I said
Yeah.
30, can you take 20?
Yeah.
Hi. As always, that was chaotic, but good fun. Just gonna... I need to move my desk. We had to move my desk to get things in shot, so... I actually can't complain because they wanted to get the accountancy sign in the shot, so obviously not complaining about that because that's great. So it is 5 to 3. I have got a lot of work to do. I've got a lot of work to do. So now I've dealt with the minor inconvenience of some TV. We can get cracking. yeah, I just need to get a couple of bits from the house, like my laptop charger and stuff, and yeah, I can do a full debrief. Okay, I just ran into the house to get my charger and I slipped and fell into the snack cupboard. Oh, I got a chocolate in my teeth and got some dark chocolate because I actually felt hungry. Do you ever have those days where you're like really, really hungry? So that was wild. That was so good. I always love whenever I do TV stuff. I've done it quite a few times now, and whenever I do TV stuff, especially like this, where they sent the actual presenter and the cameraman to the house because they wanted to film in here, and I always love it when they turn up and they've obviously been told like it's an accountant, so they're obviously like, oh, for God's sake, and then I get to turn up and they're like, oh, you're quite good, aren't you? You're quite good. So that was nice. Yes, now I am just trying to get some stuff done because I had a jam-packed schedule today anyway, and that was before the TV interview. So my PA has done a wonderful job of like protecting me from the chaos today and just letting me do my thing. But I've got half an hour until my next meeting, which is very exciting actually. It's with a very big speaking event that's international. It's in Canada, and I've always wanted to be booked for it. I've got a call with them, so I'm very excited about that. Then I'm going to take Blue for a walk before. Don't know why I agreed to this. I agreed to it at the time. It seemed like a good idea at the time. Now I'm regretting my life choices. I've got a 5:15 and a 6:15 interviews with potential team members. They're exciting ones, but like that's my entire evening, so not that fun. All right, I'm just going to get my head down, do some deep focus work while I try and make up for the fact that I've just spent 2 hours doing probably 10-second TV segment. But let's go. This face. This is the face of somebody who agrees to do recruitment interviews outside of working hours to meet people's needs, and then they don't turn up to the interviews. It's so infuriating. I literally have a 5:15 and a 5:15. It's now 5:45 and I waited for my 5:15, so I've just sat here and wasted half an hour of my life. I could have cooked dinner. I could have sat and watched Vanderpump Rules. You know, the important things in life. Now I've got half an hour till my next interview. What am I supposed to do? I can't. It's not enough time to do anything productive, and I've still got to wait. But I'm excited about the next interview. It's for another member of our internal team, which is very cool. And then by the time I've finished that interview, there will only be like 10 minutes to wait to watch my new segment on telly. I'm very excited. I might log into ITV. I'm going to log into ITV ready to go so that I can watch it. See the like segment when it's on, but I can't see it. But I've got it ready to go. Yeah, so it's exciting. It's really nice to do actually like big like proper ITV news. Obviously last year I did this morning on the 31st of Jan. Very excited. I don't know what I'm doing now. People not turning up, it's a bad look. And I'm more annoyed because I really wanted to see this person. Like their CV was chef's kiss. Really very good. And now he's not. Okay, so I've done my interviews and James went to get a McDonald's while I was in my interview so that when I finish we could sit and watch the ITV news segment with a McDonald's.
First interview on these
I've taken 2 bites of my burger and it's about to come on. So there's an interview with the head of eBay and then an interview with me.
Millions of people use online sites for a bit of extra income. But beware, the UK tax authorities also see this as a source of revenue.
Because it is.
This seller often put his used clothes on digital platforms, but the tax reporting rule change has put him off.
You're putting the effort in yourself in your own free time. So to start getting like taxed on that seems quite unfair when I'm already paying tax because I've got a full-time job.
These tax reporting changes could affect anyone making more than 30 sales a year or earning £1,700 or more. And digital sales sites must report sellers' earnings from 2024.
But he's not
Executives.
He's not a seller. If he's selling second-hand clothes,
It's
not trading.
Impacts. Rip of this cost of many people have turned to selling on the side.
Side hustle tax, and for most people.
So what did you think?
Best 2 minutes of my life. I feel like the sincerity is gone now. You're asking me a second time.
Aww. Yes, we're just going to finish. McDonald's is sacred to me. So I shall be doing this in private. I'm just going to finish eating this. Oh, I also need to have a debrief of the woman I just interviewed. Going to a McDonald's board meeting. James is going to tell you what it's like to be husband and wife today, Friday the 31st of January.
It's nice today. It's just me and Rachel in the office, frantically trying to work out how to understand a e-trade report for an Australian resident as US income.
What?
I know.
We're both wearing matching outfits as well.
Oh, you can't see that.
James is wearing trackies, so I thought I'd wear trackies. I feel like that's the best bit about being married, is you just contractually tied to your best friend and you wear matching outfits and get sleepovers every night and just get to hang out together all the time.
All time.
And then you run a business together and then you have employees and you're like, they are children, they feel like children, they have problems and sometimes they cry.
They do.
It's a team member's birthday today and it's Nivy. I knew that was going to be that video.
Fanta F?
The team member's birthday today, and in the chat everyone is just, she's just the queen of the good vibes department. She's, you know, when someone doesn't drink and you're like, I'm really glad you don't because I'd be scared of you if you drank. I think she was actually drunk in that picture though, on the workation in that video that Tamsin just sent.
I just assumed she was always drunk.
No, it's coffee she doesn't drink. She does drink alcohol. She doesn't drink coffee, and I said to her the other day, I'm really glad you don't because I'd be terrified of you. She's just caffeine personified, but in a lovely way. She's just always like happy and bouncy and lovely. It's her birthday today and people are just being lovely but also like roasting her and like posting really embarrassing photos and videos of her in our team's chat. So I did start this vlog off by saying that me and James actually never spend time together and have actually videoed us together quite a lot. I'd say yesterday was a good example of a day that's a big work day but we're actually completely apart. I started vlogging and I was like, it's so fun, we get to share it with each other. James will be here and he gets to do it with me, and then
No, it wasn't.
Then he wasn't here. He had a meeting. To be fair, that was a meeting that you took for me. So but yeah, we're in the office today. We've got a couple of phone calls, like for the business, that we need to take together. Important business things, but they're phone calls, not video calls. So we're both wearing trackies. No one else is in the office, and it's the 31st of January. So we're going to hold down the fort in the office, try and inject some good vibes into the chat, and prepare for 2 new starters on Monday and Tuesday next week for a trip up to Manchester.
Hi.
Hi, happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
Happy 31st.
Oh.
We have to dance in this room to make sure the lights keep coming on.
Hi, is that James?
Mr. H.
Alright, Amy.
We're both in our tracksuits today. It's just us in the office.
I don't blame you.
Yeah, we've had Tia. It's been Tia's first week, so she's been in the office every day this week, and we were like, she's not in today. We can wear tracksuits. Happy work experience day 2. Excited to see your video. Emily's sending the video to a client.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm very excited. I actually thought your question is a good chance to try it. So can you go into that folder? But I know that we both had meetings the other day when we spoke, so I just wanted to check you're okay with them.
Yeah, happy. Thank you.
Cool. Alrighty. I'll see you later.
Alright, see you later. Bye.
Oh, she's so sweet. Hello. So I have been vlogging the last week of January, and it is currently a Friday night and it's 8:15 and I'm at my desk, and I thought because it's a Friday and it's the last day of the month, this would be a nice time to sort of round up this week. It's been an interesting week. I feel like I'm still adjusting to having a PA. Like, I'm still doing monk mode for like deep focus tasks, and I feel like for the last 4 years I've been in really good rhythm, and having Stacey, my PA, she's been with me for 3 weeks, and I actually paid her today. As I sent the money, I was like, oh, it's a bargain. It's just such good value for money. And so she's absolutely fantastic, but I don't feel like I'm in a rhythm yet of like what work is like now that that chunk's been taken away from me. Obviously January was an interesting time to do it as an accountant because it's deadline season, tax season, and just lots and lots going on. So an interesting one as always. But yeah, I really feel like I'm not in a rhythm yet. We're obviously doing so much recruitment at the moment, which is so exciting, and like with every new team member, every new hire, like I feel like we just step into new eras, and this coming week, we're actually leaving tomorrow, which is why I'm working late tonight, because I normally do stuff over the weekend, but I'm not going to be able to this weekend. This weekend, James and I are heading up to Manchester. We're running the Manchester Half Marathon on Sunday, and then we are inducting new team members into the team, one on Monday and one on Tuesday, which is very, very exciting. And it's just mad recruitment. Like, it just never stops, and I feel like because we are scaling so rapidly, it just feels like we're always recruiting. And even things like staff turnover, it just feels like it happens so fast, and it's because we're growing. Like, we're just always recruiting for roles. And even now, like, someone resigned this week and I was like, oh my gosh, and she's been here for 2.5 years. Like, it's so normal when you are training to be an accountant, you do your training in one firm and you want to go and explore other places. And so I realised I try not to intentionally talk too much about being an employer on YouTube, because I'll obviously always put my team first, and my priority will always be there. So you'll never hear me spilling the tea, unfortunately. But I do think it's really important to normalise staff leaving. Like, I pride myself so much on this being an incredible place to work. It just holding this really high standard of being like excellence within the industry, and it can still be that, and it still be a place that like isn't for everybody forever. And I just would hate it if anyone consumed my content and ever thought like that we have like a 100% staff retention rate, or that there's never any problems. I'd never ever want anyone to think that. And to be honest, yeah, I would just never want anyone to look at my content and think that it's all easy breezy. It's really hard to find the balance between sharing here but like always maintaining and protecting. Like, I'll always protect my team. Like, it doesn't matter the circumstances, it doesn't matter. I'll just always put them first. So, but it's really hard to balance that, because integrity is my biggest like personal core value, and I feel like that's a commitment that I have as an employer regardless of any other circumstances. But it's really hard to balance that with also openly saying like being an employer is the hardest thing I've ever done in my whole life, especially when you're a very like loving, giving person. It's so hard to like find the line between being respected, being liked, being taken seriously, especially for me. Like, I'm a very like soft and fluffy person, and so navigating that on its own is wild. Like, I now employ people that are like 10 years younger than me. I've employed people that are like 20 years older than me, and it's hard. It's really hard. So doing that was a long way of saying that we're doing loads of recruitment at the moment, so much like proactive hiring. We're currently recruiting. We've just had one new starter this week, we've got 2 new starters next week, we've got 2 people waiting to start, and then we're currently recruiting for 4 other roles. And like, so much of this is proactive growth. I have mentioned on my Instagram quite a lot, and like openly shared that James and I this year have invested 6 figures, more than 6 figures, back into the business for a year of growth, which is very, very exciting and depressing, but very exciting. And I obviously do so much work in the like investment space, angel investment space, and sometimes people say to me like, where do you invest? What do you invest in? And I'm like, myself. I invest in myself. And it literally, like this opportunity, all of this money that we've reinvested back into the business, I cannot tell you, there is no better investment to me in the world than this. And it makes working at 8:30 on a Friday fun, and it makes getting up and doing it on the weekends fun, and it's just building this brilliant thing that is worth so much, not just to me but to like so many people. Sorry for the TED talk, but we are doing loads of recruitment at the moment, and I always feel like whenever I say recruitment, people just assume that they're all exclusively for growth. And because I got a DM about it today, so like one of the roles that we are recruiting for is because someone is leaving, and so I actually thought it was really important. Like, and it was a nice opportunity because the DM almost implied that like no one's ever left, and I was like, oh, is that the vibe? And it could be the vibe, because I can't talk about people leaving. But yeah, the DM like challenged me because I just didn't want people to think that we have a 100% retention rate. We are a normal business, and like, it's not normal to stay places for a very, very, very long time. Obviously, we love it, but it's not for everyone, and that's okay. So I'm gonna close off this vlog here. It's the 31st of January. I'm an accountant, I'm at my desk. That's completely normal too, in case you've seen anyone posting on LinkedIn that you're a rubbish accountant if you're at your desk late on the 31st. You're You're not. You're probably just like me and you've got a big heart and you love your team and you love your clients and you want them to be able to relax. So happy 31st of January to all who celebrate, and thank you so much for spending some time with me, and I hope to see you again very soon.